Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to highlight one dividend stock down 24.5 or 25% that Warren Buffett owns in his Berkshire Hathaway portfolio that I think you might regret not buying on this dip here. So in this video, I'm going to highlight some of the financial metrics, some of the financial characteristics of this company, and towards the end of the video, I will reveal what this dividend stock is. So let's get right into it, starting with the dividend yield. Of course, if you're investing in dividend stocks, one of the things I think you're looking at is the dividend yield, and this stock offers a healthy dividend yield at 3.58%. That's right around what you can get by investing in a 10-year government bond. But the difference being that the 10-year government bond will pay you the same interest rate over the entire 10-year period, versus if you invest in this dividend stock, you may get an increase in the dividend payment throughout this next 10-year period, which is common for most dividend stocks to increase their dividend payment over time, especially if they are an growth company. If their revenue is growing, if their earnings are growing, they tend to grow the dividend over time as well. The next thing I wanted to look at is this company's revenue over the last several years, and what you'll notice is a nice upward trend here from the July of 2020 quarter, where they generated revenue around 20 billion up to 22.93 billion in its most recent quarter, which ended around March of this year. The next update will be coming in the next few weeks or so. And if you look at the last several years, I mean, it's not remarkable growth, but it is growing nicely. 3 billion roughly in growth over 3 years. Solid for a dividend company, a dividend paying stock, one of this type. I think that's solid, to be sure. More impressively was the increase in operating profit margin for this company. Now, I have this going back for the last 5 years. This is the operating profit margin. And what you'll notice is the operating profit margin fluctuated between 9 and 10% between 2019 and 2021. Then after 2021, the operating profit margin boomed up to 13.5%. It's come down a little bit to 12.5%. But what happened in 2021 is the company instituted solid double-digit price increases across the board for its services, and so that created a nice boost in profitability because it boosted pricing, and like many companies did as a result of inflationary pressures during the pandemic. And finally, the company's not trading at an expensive price. If I look at the forward price to earnings ratio, looking at a forward PE of 14.88, this is near the lowest this stock has traded for, going all the way back to January of 2022. So it's got a healthy dividend yield. It's grown revenue by several billion over the last several years. It's increased its operating profit margin by raising prices, and it's trading at a relatively inexpensive valuation. All great reasons to buy this dividend stock that's down nearly 25%. So what is this dividend stock? It is UPS, United Parcel Service, UPS. And one of the things I didn't mention yet on why I like the stock is because of how difficult it would be to compete against this company. Think about the billions of dollars of investment in the logistics network that UPS has spent building. It's going to be difficult to compete, and it's not like the profit margins are so incredible that there's going to be entrepreneurs lining up to enter this industry, right? It's pretty much where the competition is. That's the competition it's going to face, which is FedEx, DHL, a little bit with the United States Postal Service, but all of which they're all raising prices because of rising inflation. So competitive pressure, not so fierce. Just an extra reason why I like this dividend stock right now. All right, but that's all I've got for this video on why I think you might regret not buying UPS stock on this dip here. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.